Hey there, chatters. I'm Nat.
And I'm Kat, and welcome to the CrimeChat. I'm your forensic femme fatale. Natalie is your true crime addict connoisseur.
We're just two normal girls obsessed with dark crimes, evil minds, and occasionally the unknown.
And here's your disclaimer, chatters. The following CrimeChat contains adult content, and we'll have descriptions of pretty violent scenarios today. Really scary scenarios, heartbreaking, but so your listener discretion is advised.
Yes, you have been warned. And before we get into today's Crime Chat, Kat, what shenanigans have you been up to?
Well, I'm getting ready to go on a cruise.
Yay.
But I have to face an ice storm first. It's coming.
Is it? I mean, how bad is it going to be?
Well,
what are we talking? Like the Nook on the North type of, what are we talking?
Like
what kind?
ice, like stacked ice on top of sleet on top of ice. Because it's going to get, the high today is only 39, so it's going to get like freezing temps overnight and all the fun things. Then I'm not going to go anywhere.
You don't have snow on the ground though, right?
No.
Okay.
It was supposed to have flurried either last weekend or earlier this week. Never did. And then next weekend, we have snow anticipated in the weather as well. So, yeah.
You know it snowed in Florida, right?
Oh, in the Panhandle?
Yeah. Last week? When we had that cold front.
Yeah. Well, and there wasn't, I can't remember that long ago, where all 50 states had snow.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
I love it. I love snow days.
But that'll all happen before this episode comes out. So, in the meantime, have you ever seen The Pit? I think we've talked about it once before.
The Pit? I need more. Where is it from?
Pittsburgh Hospital in ER. It has Noah Wiley, who was in the original ER TV series.
Okay.
The younger doctor, but he's like the head of the ER in this series, and he executive produces it and everything. And the second season just came out. So good.
Is it?
It's a really, really good. Like, if you loved ER, you're going to love The Pit.
I never watched ER.
Oh, oh my God.
Is it that good?
Yeah.
All right.
It's good. That one, I will say, is probably worth... Did you ever watch Grey's Anatomy?
Just the first 2 seasons. I didn't get into, like...
Okay.
No.
I never watched Grey's Anatomy, so I can't even compare.
Okay.
But...
All right, I don't feel stupid now. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But it's really good. So the drama, and Noah Wiley was made for that role. You know what I mean? It's just like he carries over. It's really interesting where it's at right now because HBO only releases it a week at a time. So I think we've got like 3 episodes for this season that we've watched. And then we started watching, I know we've talked about this one. It's on Apple TV. It's called Hijacked with Idris Elba.
Right. You mentioned this before, and I still have to watch it.
Yes. They just came out with another season.
Yeah.
We watched the first episode. Now, those episodes are out, but it was just so late we only watched 1 episode.
Is he still in it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think he executive produces it as well.
Okay, good. Good.
So, got a couple series, you know, trying to find other things than Stranger Things to talk about. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it for me. Just gonna weather the storm and then go to the Caribbean. So, ding, ding,
so
I hear the steel drums in the back of my head.
I'm jealous.
Ding. Come on, come with me.
I wish. Oh my God.
What about you? What you been up to?
Okay, so I've been like obsessed with the new drama that's happening in like real life. So there's a drama in the Beckham family.
Really?
Victoria Beckham.
Posh spice.
I don't know why. I just like watched one episode, the drama between her and her son and his new wife.
Oh, their kids are that old? I guess so.
The oldest son, yeah, is like in his 20s.
Yeah.
So apparently, you know, his wife, I'm familiar with the actress because she was in the Airbender, like the first Airbender movie. But apparently there's a lot of drama and like, I don't know who, it's very much Johnny Depp and Amber Heard type of thing. Oh. Yeah. Because you don't know who to believe because both sides have points.
Yeah.
And there was a situation that happened, unfortunately, on the wedding day that I can understand why this young girl is just toxic towards her. So as we know, we all love the Beckhams. I mean, I love the Beckhams.
Yeah.
But they are a brand. They're a Kardashian. That, you know, their name, they're worth $500 million because of their name. Right. So with that said, I can see them running their family very tight knit. I could see it very Kardashian, you know, where you kind of curate what the public sees. Yes. And I understand that. You have to protect your family. They have 3 kids, you know. Yeah, yeah. With that said, they probably I could see them both being like CEO personality type where, you know, they're not afraid to whatever. So apparently during the wedding, Brooklyn, who was the eldest son, during his wedding, now Brooklyn married into a very, very rich family. So you think the Beckhams are rich. Oh my God. Yeah. His wife is the heir to Snapple.
Oh God.
Yeah. So billions, not millions, billions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So during the wedding, they had Mark Anthony, who was the singer, singing, you know, their song and all this stuff. So, but the first dance was meant to be the bride and the groom. Sure. Mark Anthony was supposed to call them up, you know, all that stuff. Well, I guess Mark Anthony he's also besties with the Beckhams. So he got up on stage. He's like, I want to sing this song. Brooklyn, come up. I want to sing the song to the most beautiful woman here tonight.
Oh no. It was Victoria.
Yeah. The bride, Nicola. Yeah. She was so not mad, crying her eyes out and ran out of her wedding. Her entire billionaire family followed her, like everybody. And they said that the tension while they were dancing, you can cut the tension like a knife. Like it made and there were 500 people there. Nobody wanted to be there. That was so inappropriate.
Uncomfortable. Oh my God.
So I can totally understand where as the girl coming into a family, that was a bad, tacky, horrible move that set a string of just bad shit to follow.
So the question is, did Mark Anthony do it on his own or was he fed to pull that string?
I can't picture anybody doing that with an ounce of common sense. Yeah. At somebody's wedding. I just can't. So if he's that stupid, then he's stupid. Yeah. But I hope that he was trying to do her a favor and it just backfired.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? When I found out, I'm like, Victoria, no, I love you. Like, you have great makeup. I like, you know, your strength, but that was bad. So anyway, the other thing is, do you know there's a new movie coming out, a horror movie in 2026? I believe it's called Rots. Oh. And there's another zombie movie coming out. I forgot the name of it. I'll send it to you. But this movie, because I watched those on YouTube, they have like the trailers of the new movies coming out. Yeah. This movie, it just caught my eye. It had the haunted house. It had the creepy grandpa. It had the haunted woods. It had just a mysterious theme to it. I still don't know what it's about, but I know it's gory, it's scary, and I'm loving it. There's rots. Yeah. So rot referring, I believe, to the root of the trees. So there's a very like strong tree thing where
so good
the trees are haunted.
Yeah. Okay.
It had everything. So I can't wait to watch that. But that's basically it. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a lot.
I know. So you asked me today, before you get into your story, you wanted to do a short intro on beauty shops, right? Oh. So I didn't get into any details, but I did a short intro on some beauty shops. So, because they've always been here, right? Yeah, they kind of have. Yeah. So beauty shops just didn't pop up one day with blow dryers and gossip magazines. Hell no. They go way, way, way back. As far back as 3000 BCE. Wow. In ancient Egypt. Wow. Yeah. During that time, people were already cutting, coloring, styling hairs, wigs. Weren't technically in fashion, but they did have, like, they would use like certain animal hair to either braid in or something like that. And you know, if you know anything, you could just Google the Cleopatra. Yeah. Her hair was just stunning. But you think she went to sleep like that every night? No, it had to come out.
You mean the hairnet didn't keep it in?
No. So, you know, hair does represent status, especially back then with royal lineage and stuff. So barbers and stylists were very trusted to come into the home to see you at your worst and to make you look your best.
Yes, talk about outward appearances.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this is a very important detail that we're going to come back to, the trust that's there. So fast forward to the 1700s and personal grooming becomes a social ritual in Europe. Hairdressers know everybody's business. They're like the bartender. They're like the in-house bartender that you go out and just spill your business to, but you're not drunk.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think sitting in that chair, you do, I know when you go to the hairdresser, I know when I do, like, you kind of feel a sense, like a vulnerable sense, like.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like it's like the seat of vulnerability where they ask a question and you answer it.
Yeah.
You have to.
I know.
You don't have a choice.
It's like they're
cutting your hair.
It's crazy. Right. Because they do their cut. It's like a dentist.
Yeah.
You don't you mess with that because they're about to work on your teeth. Everybody's afraid of the dentist. And everybody's afraid of my bad
when
hair.
the dentist asks you questions and you have that.
You know.
Oh, God, that reminds me. Have you ever... Oh, God, Alexa just went off. No, Alexa, I didn't talk to you.
Wow. She is in control. I'm telling you, she's in control of that house. Is she still talking?
She said sometimes I get a little overeager and I jump into questions uninvited.
How is your Alexa so mouthy? Like, I don't understand.
She's very mouthy. Maybe it's an AI thing?
Mine would never do that. She knows her place.
So what I was saying is that kind of reminds me of, did you ever watch Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you remember the episode when Leslie was starting to date again and Anne didn't want her to date the lawyer friend because he was hot? This is after her boyfriend, the cop, moved away. So she started setting Leslie up with like doctor friends because she was working at the hospital at that time. And one of them was a radiological technician or something. He did the MRIs, but he didn't interpret them. He wasn't a doctor. So the whole conversation of like, he was asking her questions while she was getting an MRI done. And he's like, don't talk, please. So where are you from? And she started answering. He's like, please, again, don't talk. And she's like, but she asked me a question. He's like, Leslie, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
That's hilarious.
It just reminded me of that. The whole, like, I ask you a question. And
no, you're definitely in that chair. You definitely don't want it to go bad. And you are trusting that person because it is your outward appearance and a bad haircut.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yikes.
So basically what this boils down to is, you know what? Most hairdressers know everybody's business. They really do.
Yes.
Okay? Literally standing behind you, snip, 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 snip. And when I went to college, I was a shampoo girl.
Yeah.
And I remember just listening. It was just gossip. It was gossip central. It was crazy. And back then, there were no phones. There were no distractions.
Yeah.
There was no tablets. People were just talking to one another. And the shit that you found out about people were insane.
And sometimes people, that's their place to get it off their chest.
I know.
They're like, you let it out. Get it all out.
Right. So then comes in the late 1800s. When the first recognizable beauty salons appeared. Okay. So this was in 1888, and her name was Martha Matilda Harper, and she opened one of the first modern salons in New York. By the early 1900s, beauty shops were everywhere, especially run by women, for women.
Yeah.
And they became something else entirely. So by the 1920s through the 1950s, beauty shops were safe places, community hubs. They were more than just hair care, okay? Places where, and I remember this, being a shampoo girl. I remember people would just stop in, just sit down and talk.
Yeah.
No appointment.
Yeah.
This is where people were gathered regularly, sometimes weekly, sometimes for hours.
Yeah.
And people were predictable in their routine, and also they thought they are going to a trusted place.
Sure.
Which makes the perfect cover for some shady activity. So
absolutely.
Because when someone says, I'll be at the beauty shop, nobody questions it.
Yeah.
When a salon knows your schedule, your relationships, your stress, they know your vulnerability. And when people feel comfortable, they talk, sometimes too much. History has shown us that beauty shops have been covers for, let's say, the last location somebody was seen was at a beauty, like there are crimes where'd you go last? A beauty shop. or when a confession slips out through your petition.
Yeah.
That has happened.
Yeah.
Or where arguments start, alibis are formed, and like the lies start to sound believable. So now the oldest crime in a beauty shop, this was when there was a slew of poisonings in barbershops. So I guess beauty shops, barbershops, they're interchangeable.
Sure.
The beauty shops didn't really pick up till the 1800s.
Yeah.
So before that, I guess barbershops were, because men, whatever.
Well, and then it became a place, like you're saying, that time frame from the 20s to the 50s where women, it was acceptable for them to get together.
Right.
And the men didn't want anything to do with it.
Right.
So the women got together.
Right.
Powerhouses.
Right.
And spilled the beans.
Now it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Now it's the other way around. Now my husband runs the golf course. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So this was in ancient Rome.
Okay.
The earliest recorded crimes linked to grooming spaces go back to ancient Rome around the 1st century BCE.
Okay.
Back then, barbershops were social hubs, like beauty salons. Men gathered for their daily shave, their groom, they talked politics. Barbers weren't just cutting hair. They had razors, they had blades, they had oils, and they had chemicals at arm's reach. So, if you knew your enemy got his haircut on Friday, and you were like, I'm going to pay the barber to do something a little shady, you could. And I'm sure that happened all the time. So, there were many barbers back then that were accused of these crimes, such as poisoning their clients using these oils or these salves.
How easy would that be to do?
Like aqua tofana.
Yeah, aqua tofana.
Right? And also slitting throats.
Yeah.
With that straight razor coming in for a shave. Whoops. That slipped.
Yeah.
Some were accused of assisting in assassinations, especially political ones. So, a shave was an intimate thing. I guess that was, your client is very vulnerable. And let me tell you something, anybody who gets a straight blade, I give them credit. I would never trust somebody to have that blade that close to my face. Your throat is totally exposed.
Yeah.
Basically, the barbershop, the beauty shops could potentially be the perfect setup for a very dark crime. And that is my intro.
Love it. So you set it up so well. Thank you.
You know what it is? Right now we're feeling attacked because we both know what it feels like to be vulnerable in that chair. Yes. So we're like, oh shit.
Well, and I'm so overdue. Sorry, Debbie. I am so overdue for a treatment. Debbie is a chatter.
Yes.
So hopefully she's still listening. But today's crime and cosmetics segment is a heartbreaker. Valentine's Day is supposed to be built on love, flowers, chocolate, and an absolutely unearned level of emotional entitlement. But in true crime, it's usually about something else entirely. I mean, why else would we be here, Natalie?
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yes.
This wasn't a crime of love. It was a crime of control. Ownership masquerading as affection. And control is not romantic, despite what you believe out there.
Besides what you read in, 50 Shades of Grey? It's not. Let me tell you something.
It's a different kind of control.
Well, that's the thing. Like, people are like, the only reason why that book was good, the only reason why that book was allowed for women to think that book was good is because he was a billionaire. Any other guy making just a decent income, that he would be in jail.
Any blue collar worker doing that, then they're a detriment to society or something. I don't know.
It's crazy how that we should do an episode on that entire book because it's crazy. Sorry.
Never read it.
Oh God, girl.
I've tried. Never watched the movies. My husband is obsessed with them.
Really?
He loves them.
Does he like the movies? I don't like the actor in the movie.
Oh, the guy that plays Grey.
So in the book, the Mr. Christian Grey, was described literally as Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Just literally.
So when you see him.
Yeah, when you see the other guy that they got to act, he looks like a soy boy compared to the beefy alpha man that he was described as in the book. It's just, once I saw him, I'm like, oh yeah, I can beat him up. Come on. Yeah. You could do better. Anyway.
Sorry.
Okay,
back to it. Control is not romantic.
No, it is not.
Because to most people, romance means respect, boundaries and consent. For others, apparently it means, if I can't have you, no one can.
Oh, boy.
Which is less of a love story and more of restraining order energy. So today's story is not a whodunit. It isn't mysterious, it isn't complicated, and it isn't rare, which might be the most disturbing part. This is a why didn't anyone stop this type of story.
Oh, my God.
Michelle Gomez was just 17 years old. She was a senior in high school, scheduled to graduate that semester with plans on attending college. She was looking forward toward a life she was trying to build. She was also a mother. Michelle shared an 18-month-old daughter, Sirius, with her ex-boyfriend, Jerry DeLeon. By ex, I mean Michelle had exited the relationship, which should be the end of the story, but it's not because we're here. And because leaving is never simple when a child is involved, because most dangerous time in an abusive relationship is after it ends. Michelle had ended the relationship about 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, and in this case, 2 weeks was enough time for the control to curdle into desperation. February 14th, 2002, Michelle was with a friend at La Dolce Vita, a second-floor Manhattan beauty salon, which you might know, just above a Cuban and Chinese cuisine restaurant. You were there. You lived there then, right? 2002?
In 2002? No. God, 2000. I lived there 2010, 2009 to 2011. I was only there for like a year or two.
Oh, in Manhattan.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with I couldn't deal with not having my car. Like I had a car, but it was like blocks away just to get. It's not what you think, people. Like it's not.
Well, I thought that might be a little bit of a CrimeChat connection for you if you knew this La Dolce Vita Manhattan Beauty Salon.
I don't, but there were so many beauty salons.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So Michelle and her friend, they walk past framed photographs of Brooke Shields, Kathy Lee Gifford, and each of the girls had a $60 gift card to get their hair done and nails done.
That would go nowhere these days. $60.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was 4 years ago. Yeah. The salon was bright, public, ordinary. Michelle was not hiding. She was not provoking anyone. She was not sending mixed signals. She was just living her life. Now let's pause for just one uncomfortable fact. Michelle was 17. Jerry DeLeon was 26.
Oof.
Yeah. This is not a Romeo and Juliet situation. It's a grown-ass man who should have known better.
Yeah.
He did not view no as a full sentence or even a sentence at all, more like a temporary obstacle that he felt entitled to possess.
Wow.
Jerry had a documented history of violent and threatening behavior toward Michelle, but no charges were ever pressed. And that's not a judgment on Michelle. It's a reality of how difficult it is to report, to prove, to survive intimate partner violence.
Yeah.
Especially when you're young, especially when you share a child, and especially when the person hurting you is insisting that they love you.
Yeah. Yep.
Michelle's 15-year-old sister, Priscilla Gomez, later said that Jerry had made his intentions clear. Quote, he threatened her not too long ago and said when he killed himself, he was going to kill her first. End quote.
Oh, boy.
It's a pretty direct threat.
Yeah.
Family members describe Jerry as very jealous. When people say that in hindsight, what they're usually saying is the warning signs were loud. We just didn't have the language, the leverage, anything that we needed to stop it.
Wow.
Jerry called Michelle constantly, tracked her whereabouts, and this was really before, I mean, we had cell phones, but it wasn't like they're used today for like GPS and, coordinates and stuff, but he still tracked her whereabouts. He needed to know where she was, who she was with, why she was with them. Michelle's family urged her to press charges. She didn't want to. She didn't want to press charges against her baby's father.
Oh, my God.
Michelle's mother, Sonia, told reporters later, quote, he was threatening her every day. He was very violent and jealous, end quote. So February 11th, 2002, just 3 days before Valentine's Day, Jerry forced Michelle into a car at gunpoint. He drove her to New Jersey, he threatened to kill her, and then he threatened to kill himself. And when police became involved, Michelle downplayed the incident. She told them that she thought that he was bluffing. He would never do that.
But he still had a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So the next day, February 12th, police spotted Jerry at Michelle's school. Remember, she's a senior in high school still.
Oh, my God.
They followed him, but he got away. 2 days later, Valentine's Day, February 14, 2002, Jerry's obsession spurred him to call the mother of her best friend, who said where they were. It was at a beauty salon.
Oh, boy.
6:49 p.m., Jerry DeLeon was actively looking for Michelle. Police said that he stopped at another salon 2 doors down before entering La Dolce Vita. This was a public place, a setting where no one expects violence because we tell ourselves that public equals safety a lot of times. Jerry entered the salon, not to get a haircut, not to apologize, not to leave her alone. Michelle was seated in the chair. They were actively fixing her hair, and the stylist was saying, "You're so pretty. I'm going to make you prettier." Like, just,
right.
It was one of those days where it was a self-care day, right?
Yeah.
Jerry, again, he tried to reconcile. Again, Michelle refused, and that refusal should have ended this interaction. But instead, Jerry grabbed her. Michelle struggled to get away. Witnesses later said that Jerry yanked his arm away, pulled a silver .38 caliber handgun from his waistband, shot Michelle once in the back of the head. Then he turned the gun on himself, and he collapsed on top of her. Both died on the salon floor.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that was so sudden. And that poor baby.
Yeah. Now, this was in front of employees, in front of customers, in front of strangers who will never forget it. The question we tend to ask is, how could this happen? But that question kind of is too easy because it didn't happen suddenly. I mean, in the story, it's kind of written in there suddenly, but it did happen very gradually, and it happened off the promises that he followed through with. It happened every time possessiveness was minimized as a passion. It happens every time jealousy is mistaken for devotion. Every time a refusal was treated like a negotiation, like no was the opening bid. We live in a culture that still struggles a lot with this basic concept that breakups are not court appeals. There are no final arguments. There's no closing statements. There's no Valentine's Day loophole. And yet people like Jerry convince themselves that persistence is noble right up to the point where it becomes lethal.
Yeah.
Michelle Gomez is often reduced to the moment that she was killed, but that's not who she was. Her sister Priscilla described her as outgoing and fun-loving. Her sister-in-law Nadia said she was friendly, warm, and a doting mother. Michelle was the kind of person who made people feel comfortable around her. She was deeply devoted to her daughter. She worked to teach Sirius both English and Spanish, intentionally passing on the culture, the connection, and the opportunity and future promises. Michelle was planning for a future, but a future without Jerry. She wasn't allowed to reach it because someone else believed he was entitled to her existence, but he wasn't. And no one ever is. La Dolce Vita no longer exists. Sad.
Yeah.
The salon where Michelle Gomez sat in a chair on Valentine's Day in 2002, where she was laughing with a friend, flipping through magazines, planning her future, it is permanently closed. The mirrors are gone. The chairs are gone. Another business took its place, and then another. People pass by that address every day without knowing what happened there.
Oh.
But what happened didn't leave the doors that closed, because places can be erased, but stories can't.
Right.
And violence doesn't end when the scene is cleared or when the building is renovated or when the sign comes down. It stays. And it stays with families, in memories, and in the lives of those that were interrupted and the futures that never arrived. Michelle's story is permanent, not because of how she died, but because of who she was, because of what happened to her continues to happen to others. We can close doors, we can repaint walls, we can pretend something new has replaced what was lost, but loss doesn't reset, it doesn't renovate,
Right.
it doesn't fade just because the address no longer exists.
Right.
That's why we tell these stories, chatters.
Yes.
Not to relive the violence, but to refuse to let it to disappear. Because forgetting is the only thing that makes this kind of ending repeatable.
Oh, my God.
And that's your
Oh, my God.
Crime & Cosmetics heartbreaking Valentine's Day story.
Girl, that's a heartbreaking story.
I know. And unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of details. I literally found 3 pictures.
Yeah. Oh.
The picture of Jerry and Michelle together, and then 2 different, like, outside the salon crime scene type of pictures, like, you know, after it just happened. I mean, I wish I had more to tell about Michelle, about where Sirius is, you know.
This was so avoidable.
Yeah.
It's just so sad that somebody so young, who everybody was screaming, saying that there is a situation developing here. Somebody is not safe near her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they've changed their tactics. I'm sure they have, but still, it still remains that the culture of protecting women still has many loopholes. Believing their stories. I'm not saying that women don't lie.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that the real stories, the real, like when you have real evidence of this person taking her to, I mean, the police knew about the gun near New Jersey. Like,
I would say even a larger stigma for men who are victims of domestic violence because one, they're a man.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
It doesn't happen to men. No, it does.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It sure as hell does.
Yes, it does.
And like you were saying, like, because some women, you know, some women lie. And some women tell themselves they have to control. There is a lot of that, some of that same mentality, but I think we fall into the kind of that stigma at the same time that the women are the victim and the men are the perpetrators. But that's not always the case. And that's not fair because men can be just, although it's not as common. But men are also victims of domestic violence and abuse, verbal, emotional, physical, just as much. Yeah,
there are evil people out there.
Yes.
Yeah. It's sad that it happened here. Like, our culture should be protective over victims and not under, like the police should have done more to get him away from her, take more action against the aggressor. But I mean,
well, think of the time frame. It was Manhattan, February 2002. It's 5 months after 9/11.
I was gonna say,
yeah. I mean, 9/11 was still very raw.
Oh, very raw.
And the police force. I mean, they were still a lot of other things going on.
Wow.
Where a story like this would have been easy to be overlooked.
Wow.
An allegation or even an inkling of it because there were so much other things going on. If Michelle tells the cop he's bluffing, he's not going to really do this. They've got 100,000 other things on their mind in the post 9/11 recuperation that they're going, okay, well, if you don't want to press charges, that's fine,
right?
You know, and move on. And I'm not saying that that's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that was the environment of the time.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my God. Well, thank you for doing that. So we can just remember Michelle Gomez is not forgotten.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You just broke my heart. Thanks, Kat.
Oh, well, that's what I do. It's Valentine's Day. I break hearts.
Happy Valentine's Day, girl.
Happy Valentine's Day. Galentine's Day.
All right. Well, we wouldn't dream of leaving you hanging. You said you had a couple of pictures that you were able to pull for this.
Yeah, very few, but I do have some newspaper clippings as well.
Okay. Well, for more chilling details and twists in this case and many others, check out After That Crime Chat, available exclusively on our Patreon.
And don't forget to follow us on our socials, Crime Chat with Nat and Kat on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, and Rumble. See what we got going on.
Want more chilling content and behind-the-scenes chaos? Become a VIP chatter to our Patreon. You'll unlock bonus episodes, bloopers, exclusive sneak peeks, and even free merch. And yes, we've got some criminal goodies in the works. So also, if you recommend a story, you will be getting a little bonus prize from us as a thank you. A chatter request. So show your support for the show, fuel your obsession with the weird and the wicked, and join the Crime Chat chatter crew in style. That is such a tongue twister.
That line gets you every time.
Every time.
Yes, we have to check out our next episode. Natalie, do you know what you're doing yet?
Not yet. But it's going to be good. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be good.
Well, make it a little lighter.
A little light, yeah. We should do something a little lighter.
This is pretty heavy. This is pretty dark.
Either way, you don't want to miss it.
We'll see you chatters.
Bye. Bye-bye.